I'm genuinely not sure. Unable to swat the dust cloud away, just by waving his arms, Rune finally snaps and pours magic into the blade, dispersing it in a burst of pure energy. Through the reflection of the water, I see the dust particles burst into magic red flames visible to me even with my naked eye. They blaze across his fur, concentrating on his hand and dagger. And you want pity for what? Even right now, I have to raise my head only to see you staring down at us. Rune kicks a heavy chunk of debris right at the cracked concrete under Alan's feet, breaking his balance right before leaping up to continue his assault. He walks as the two warriors exchange fury-filled blows, dancing on the crumbling edge of the hole in Selger's wall. Rune is at a clear advantage due to his sheer monstrous power, and Alan only barely outmaneuvering him each time with his speed, reflexes, and luck. At first I thought about asking Burry and Max to help me break them apart, but hearing the two canines shout each other makes me reconsider. That's clearly something they have to talk through among themselves with words on blades. Maybe this is what they needed. I always hated you being here. If it wasn't for Luke, I would have chased you away a long time ago. You don't belong here either, you dumb hussy. Or is this ice prison your idea of freedom? And what do you care, Wolf? Alan swings to stab Rune's opposed side, but the hussy kicks at his feet and follows up with another strike in his torso, sending the wolf flying up into the cold open air. The dog leaped behind his prey, scanning his body for a suitable spot to plunge the dagger into the complex of the night sky glimmers with stars behind him. I once trusted the words of a wolf. He promised to keep me and my father safe. He swore we would all be free. But your cursed clan disposed of him. You killed him. You killed Woody, too. That's what you all do. You lie and destroy any sprouts of good even among your own people because you are all playing evil. Suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, two daggers sink into Lou's shoulder blades from behind. The mirror then blue light bass threads connect between the metal and Alan's sleeves. It's the two remaining daggers that he originally threw at Rune's mud at the start of the battle. He pulls on them like a harness, changing both his and Rune's trajectory mid-air, leaping for a counter-strike. I think I don't feel good about that. You think I don't feel good about that? But you're not the only one who suffered. If you want to make a difference, there have to be sacrifices. You can't save everyone. And that's the whole point, isn't it? If I don't keep us safe and free, then nobody will. But you're not free. Shut up. Unfortunately for Alan, the hussy is a ridiculously fast runner. Improving from the previous attempt, he flails his whole body and tackles Alan in a round even faster and tighter than the last time. The moment Alan's limbs lock at his sides, Rune yanks him forward and tries to stop off his right forearm into the wolf's stomach, making him spit out and spray a drawer, almost instantly freezing into frigid rain. With a painful yell, Alan attaches the thin threads from under the many folds of his clothing. They wheel back into the mechanism and some of the daggers moves back in the familiar feather beads at each end. The wolf watches and sock as both tips of the blades pop out and the hussy sort of blades butt off his flash with a dagger gets into his palm. No matter what Luke says, you do not belong here. Before Alan has enough time to regain his control mid-air, Rune takes a deep breath and swings his whole muscular body into a series of blinding fast front flips and kicks. The first two kicks toss the bloody daggers into the different folds of Alan's trench coat, lodging themselves in between the many hidden blades there. Then right as the metal blade of the metal beads, British wheeling into the blades. The final swing of the hussy's legs rise the whole length of his titanium heart, sinking into the wolf's guts. An explosion of gray, sparkling cloud covers the bright moon behind him as Alon dies down like a shooting star, the dust trailing behind him. The three of us, silent and surprised, move outside just before the wolf's body plunges right in the middle of the bath, splashing water all around like an explosion of a geyser. Rune lands on the top edge of the hole in the wall. His chest heaves and his whole naked, ice-covered body trembles from a extreme cold. I meet his eyes only for a short moment before he looks away with unease, jumping back down on the floor level. Oh man, it's kind of chilly, huh? How about you fill some out and take him away so I can dip back in with you in? Why are you all looking at me like that? Come on, he attacked me first. Y'all saw it. Rune. Yes, mate? Come here. Get closer. Yeah, I think I got something stuck in my eye, huh? Bad dog. Huh? Bad. No, Luke. Don't say that. Listen. Rune, I understand you. I do. I have a bad history with wolves too. But both of you managed to keep your emotions in check all this time. Now you suddenly act like an asshole, instigator, and a bully. What the hell happened, Rune? Something must have, right? Nothing happened. It's just that the wolves are evil. Y'all know that. Are you upset because he was mean to you after sex and didn't want to be friends? What? Come on, don't be silly. Grumble, grumble. Or because he didn't let you not. Both. Wait, how do you even know about all that? Rune and Alon. What? Dog almighty. I still have known. It doesn't matter. First things first. We should probably make sure he doesn't drown. With a flustered cough, Max dives into the deepest midsection of the bath, now stained with the spreading splots of black from Alon's exploding gadgets. I still don't know if the water filtration works properly or not. It doesn't seem to be. After we retrieve Alon, maybe we should drain the water and refill it clean, but in the meantime, just get back in the water room. You'll get seriously sick if you don't warm up. I think I'm good at things. It's okay, we're not angry at you. Come, sit. But he briefly points at Burry with his eye. The big dog sits and stares at the hussy quietly. It's impossible to read him from his eyes alone, but Rune must be feeling something very clear through empathy. Indeed, Rune, we are not angry, not even disappointed. After all, that would assume surprise, and this is exactly the sort of idiocy one would expect of you. Rune whines. Usually you would expect him to argue back, but he's being particularly docile right now. He looks embarrassed. That's understandable. Regardless of what could have tipped him off, what could have tipped him over the edge, I know that the heated mid-battle conversation they had surely came from the heart. If it had to take a whole dogfight to let their feelings out, I guess it's good it happened, but still. Guys, Max pokes his head from under the water, staring at us with urgency in his eyes. I can't find Alon. What? As expected, he is particularly well versed at sneaking away unnoticed after all. Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure he just needs some time alone. Let's go look for him tomorrow. And you'll have to apologize, Rune. Rune grumbles. In the meantime, I guess we should just sit down, relax, and try to forget about it. Even if we wanted to find him, he won't let us. Not until he wants to be found. Indeed. No, guys, listen. Look. Max swims towards the edge of the bed and swings Alan's twins onto the cold, dry floor, making a few daggers slip out from under the folds. Soon his shirt and trousers follow. All his clothes still faintly sparkle with the ominous metal dust and random spots. I can even see his eye patch floating over the water surface. What the? Do not approach it. We cannot be certain with other dangerous substances it may hold. But wait, if he took his clothes off, do you think he'll be fine wherever he is now? I always assumed he came through the hole in the wall, but that's dangerous. A battle wet outside for only a short moment, and I already feel like all my warmth was right out of me. Did any of you see him leaving the water? I certainly did not. Me neither. And no matter how good at stealthing he may be, there's no way I would miss that. We all stare at the water, and the black spot at the bottom of the deepest part of the bath where he flung into. There, we notice a faint trail of blackness breaking off it and leading towards a far wall, where tall pieces of debris from the shelter's damage are stacked up. I see, and most of my friends will stay back and wait until I slowly and quietly approach the spot. Alan, are you there? I'm coming in, okay? No, stay away. I just want to make sure you're okay. I'm fine, damn it. Why is it gone? I know it's waterproof. Was it because it's explosive? Could be, but no. I know it's not that. Definitely not that. Alan, I'm really sorry about Rune. And I'm sorry for not smacking him on the head the moment he opened his dumb whore mouth. I literally have no clue why I zoned out like that. It's fine, go away. We're all worried about you. Rune is too. Right, Rune? I glared back at the husky. He was already half submerged in the water, and seeing my stare, he slowly goes down to the tip of his frost-covered ear, letting out bubbles of embarrassment. I don't care. Now will you just... Sorry, Ellen. I know you're strong, independent wolf, but I have to make sure you're not burnt or wounded. That hit and explosion looked bad. I said, go away. I'll bite you. I sat down by the corner, only side glancing at the saddle under the rubble from a safe distance. The red of Alan's eyes shines through the darkness, but that's all I can see. Listen, I don't know you that well, but I generally care about you. You know that, right? You're saying you're not hurt, but you're acting weird. I think you're actually in pain, but you don't want to accept help. You are a prideful wolf. It's not that. You won't understand. I definitely won't if you don't tell me what's wrong. I can help you. No, you can't. This curse, no one can help me. I will bear its mark to my dying breath. A curse. Red eyes, bright nose, fair beams and claws, like this red knot. Can you really not tell? Wait, no way. Are you actually in? Yes. Ah, that's adorable. It's not adorable. Holy crap. Ah, ah. Hmm? Everyone, shut up. It's okay, Alan. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not who I am. I'm strong. I'm manly. I'm not cute. Of course you are manly. You're the coolest, edgiest, meanest, most dangerous wolf I've ever met. Every time we speak in private, I feel for my life, like you're about to stab me if I even look at you wrong. You're only saying that to make me feel better. No, I mean it. That's why we just surprised, I guess. But not in a bad way. You look great, really, very menacing, like the pale harbinger of death. Yes, exactly. Plus, this specific shade of fur is a perfect camouflage for snowy tundras, and yes, where we happen to be right now. Stop. You patronizing me is exactly what I don't want. What a cool twist of fate, and on my very last night. Your last night? Alan raises his head and looks at all of us. I know he is still the same old Alan, just with a bit of a color swap, yet his silence feels more dignified in a way. Then he stares right at me, and his two eyes linger on me, his eyebrows furrowed in thought. I see. So that's how it is, huh? Not so pure anymore, are you? Huh? I think you're ready now. Are you still curious? Yes, of course I'm curious. Please tell me. Alan sighs and slowly slips back into the hot bath water. He sits down with his eyes closed, letting the silence and suspense linger. Yes, that's my Alan, with his usual knack for theatrics. My heart pounds my chest as all four of us stare back at the wolf in anticipation. It feels like we're about to bear witness to something truly monumental. Whatever it's going to be, Alan's correct. I'm ready. With his eyes still closed, he slowly takes a deep breath, and then he speaks. Listen to my tragic bark story. This may be our last chance. And roommates, Miles here. Thank you for playing this update. 4 years. 4 years of setup to make a joke. Holy crap, that must be the longest, most patient one I'll ever make in my entire life. Totally worth it. Oh boy, there's so much to talk about. I'll give you just a few little pieces of Alan trivia before we pass. So most of you already know that Alan E. Wolf used to be my D&D character for a campaign that didn't last that long, but was very rich in character moments. The whole concept of the character was to take all the most infamous D&D characters, Grace and Red Flags, mash them together. It's all together to see if it's possible to make a character that's actually fun. So he's a rogue, a lone wolf, and Edgelord, but his bark story is very dark and mysterious. Allegedly, I used a try-hard, raspy, Batman-like voice for him to go along with all that. On the very character introduction, I started with something like, in the darkest corner of the wagon, you see a red-eyed black wolf in a black leather trench coat playing with a knife, one eye covered with a patch. I only began with the player's group dynamic, but he turned out to be my most fun PC ever. This tiny sprinkle of self-awareness was all it took. When I put him in the shelter, I had very similar feels. Just because he worked in D&D didn't mean that he would work as a viewing character. Just another experiment ready to be reassessed in case of failure. And holy heck, he turned out to be the best one. There's so much I'd love to tell you about him, but I should probably leave that for the future updates credits. Right now, I'll finish by telling you about one of the moments from this update. My grand review moment, the "It's Now Adorable" execute sound was actually a conversation moment that happened between Alon and one of his traveling companions, Carol. Carol was played by Blaine, the artist for Slash Demons Within project, and he was a good, target, clever boy. I miss him dearly. Thank you, Blaine, and everyone. I need more D&D with good people to create more fun characters. D&D is awesome. Special thanks to all my good boys on patreon.com/Ross. I hope you like what comes next. XOXO was to Sleuth, to Seth for helping and inspiring me to make sure the best can be. It all works only because I have you. And last but not least, I can't overstate my appreciation to the fantastic artists who've been creating and sharing all of the beautiful fan art you can see above. With literally more than half of them consistently being of Alan. He always looks so amazing, and it's funny because I purposely tried to make his design as over the top edgy as possible. The black leather trench coat with a tattered bottom, so many unnecessary zippers, belts, even his belt has a belt, and an eye patch over one of his red eyes to top off. But I guess even if something is ironic, that doesn't mean it can't be cool, right? If anyone would like to add a new picture to be displayed in the next update, please post them on Twitter to Shelter at ShelterVN or with a hashtag ShelterVN. I check that account all the time and like, retweet, and comment on every picture. Okay, that's enough. Let's wrap it up. Next time on Shelter, the most tragic box story. We're finally here. Be prepared for everything, or anything, except the unexpected, and never let your guard down, as not everything is as it appears. Alright, so we got to see who Alon really is, or what he really looks like. He actually has white fur, so he doesn't have black fur because apparently he believes having black fur makes him more manly, but he actually has white fur. And considering that he has white fur and red eyes, would not possibly make him out an albino. I mean, I don't think because he has white fur, red eyes, that would make him an albino. But I'm just wondering. So, Alon and Rune had that battle, and Rune, I mean, we never really heard him say much towards Alon throughout the story. And they really interacted with each other, but when I decided to do these to-do videos and check off a lot on this list here, we got to know more about how Rune really feels about Alon, and like Teak, he has an extreme prejudice towards. I mean, like Teak has towards Luke, Rune has an extreme prejudice towards Alon. Rune does not like wolves. He believes all wolves are evil, and they were the ones that made him be who he used to be, this cold, serious warrior, and that who killed his father. You know, when his father tried to take him and went away from the castle, and the soldiers caught him and killed him, and I think they did something to Rune that made him forget about his father, so they could teach him to be the greatest warrior of their time. So, yeah, so because of the wolves, Rune does not like, well, he hates Rune, he hates Alon, so I don't know if Alon had anything to do with the Crimson Grove, or if he was part of the whole thing, but I don't know. But I'm not really keen on having Rune hate all wolves if they don't have anything to do with it. But again, I don't know if Alon was part of it or not. So, alright, so I was about to say. So, about Alon, looks like we'll get to see his Barkest backstory. We'll get to learn more about who Alon is next time. Okay, that was a big part. This fight scene between the two of them. Them promising each other to a duel, and in this fight scene, and the result of it, it was Alon held his own against Rune, and then this revealed him what he really looks like. That was a major part of this new update. So next time we get to learn more about Alon. So I wouldn't necessarily say we're on an Alon route, but it looks like these new updates will focus on Alon, I guess. So well, I'm looking forward to seeing that next time with Alon and his past and who he really is. So I'm gonna cover some more of this stuff over here. Figure corridor early afternoon. I don't know how to start the game over or stay in the same playthrough, I guess, to get the dark figure. Still this figure in the hallway in the early afternoon, so that's it. Click on it. Mysterious figure, corridor, in early afternoon. this the right scene or not, but I don't see it. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with that later. I'll do another option and find that one. The students figure in Rune's class in late afternoon. See it, but I just don't see it. Supposed to be a mysterious figure here. I don't see it. Okay, well, so this is choice right here. Leave shelter with Max. Or escape with Max. So this is going to lead us to the Barkest Corner. It is hardly a dilemma. I embrace Max tighter and pull him from under the table. I know it'll take him a while to recover his sanity, but we have to go outside even if I have to force him. Everything will be okay. Even if I have to abandon this mission, I won't let anything happen to Max. Machines can break and be fixed. We can easily replace him. One thing we can't replace are people's lives. I will sacrifice whatever it takes to save Max's relics, shelter itself, and whatever was left of my pride. The rest of the night was rough. The complications in shelter and our general disorganization caused numerous casualties. In the end, we managed to stabilize shelter and put it back online, but with a lot of mortal casualties, and the whole experience left me with a lot to think about. All this, it couldn't go on forever. I finally came to terms with the reality that the challenges we decided to build our entire lives around. Everyone's well-being depended on me, and I was neither reliable nor capable enough to provide them with what they needed. I made my decision, a choice I had to make on my own. For the good of everyone in shelter, be included, I needed some time to prepare for what I had in mind, but I wasn't in a hurry. I worked on ironing the final kinks in my plans without giving anyone a reason to worry. We all interacted like we always did, trying to feel excited for the next upcoming Skies Ablaze despite the disasters of the previous one. Only Max seemed to be suspecting something was off, but he didn't seem to know what. He came to talk to me much more often than before, even at the cost of neglecting his duties to the rest of our pack. I had to chase him away on multiple occasions, and somehow deceiving him felt worse than with anyone else, simply because he seemed to understand me so much better than the others. He really was a good friend. I wish I could be everything I needed to be for the sake of his perfect life. But I knew it was finally the time to stop pretending I could help everyone. After the next Skies Ablaze night came and passed and departed from shelter, I left a giant pile of detailed instructions for stabilizing the most vital system relics without reliance on minor vision. That was what I was spending my previous weeks on. With luck, that would give them enough time until another Skies Ablaze to pack up and leave as well. I trusted they would be able to figure it out. We helped each other when we needed it most, but we couldn't take care of each other's problems forever. One day, we simply had to get our shit together, especially me. How could I how could I ever really save anyone if I were such a mess myself? I knew I couldn't, not until I figured myself out first. It was finally time. Time to go back home. The dry, lifeless, corrupted ground crumbles under my boots. It's been over a decade since my one and only trip through the corrupted borderlands in the past, but the whole place still feels familiar in the worst sense possible. Like a lucid nightmare always lurking at the edge of imagination. Still, I'm doing well. Kinda effortless even, especially compared to everyone who isn't me. I saw so many adventurers on the canine edge of the borderlands, decorated in protective charms from head to toe in preparation for their suicide trip through these life-sucking lands between kingdoms. It was amusing in a way. So many voted merchants made a profit off those useless charms. So many mercenaries offered escort services to get people across, either for a small fortune or just out of the kindness of their hearts. Someone warned me to be especially wary of the latter ones. It was so easy to rob someone clean during the trip between countries, and then let the land and the monsters take care of their evidence. A sadly common crime, apparently. Or how satisfying it was to see their mocking grins turn to looks of confusion and disbelief once I stepped into the gloom of my own and winked at them, completely unaffected by the curse. And after what feels like hours of a long but pretty casual stroll, I can finally see the feline edge of the borderlands in the distance, where the shadows break into golden light once again. Sometimes I notice glints of white, glowing eyes lurking in the shadows, but no monsters attack me. It's like they're letting me pass. I keep pushing toward the exit, feeling a sudden wave of sadness from the life I'm leaving behind me. The dogs bury, ruin, and mass. I hope it's not a farewell. It's not, right? We're all still alive in this world, and it's not that improbable to meet each other one day again. I will fix myself, figure out, figure myself out, and no, I shouldn't be thinking like that. There's no point lying to myself. What I need to do is set my eyes on the future, not dwell on what we had in the past. They should do the same. As I step from the black, dead soil onto the lush meadows, the sun blinds me for a moment. It feels so good on my skin. The air feels so fresh. It smells so nice, so familiar, so right. It smells like home. I drop my bag and kneel, feeling the grass with my bare hands. I smile. Then, as I bring my face closer to the ground, I stay silent for a while. I let out a yelp. Tears roll down my cheeks and seep into the soil as I wail both from the relief of homecoming and the grief of what I left behind on the other side of the border. Another loss, self-inflicted by my own inadequacy and fear. But I'm finally here, home. I can rebuild myself for good here. As I raise my head and look at the familiar landscape stretching across the horizon, I feel the comfort I've longed for the longest time. I can see our hill. I think our house is still there at the top of it. Is the tree still there? The tree of golden apples about the time it should bear fruit. I pick my bag back up and start walking. I know it's a much longer trip than it looks, but I should be able to get there before sunset. I know this trail. I used to walk it a lot with, well, mostly alone. I guess I knew the whole area like the backs of my hand. I know it's not going to be the same. Nothing ever stays forever. I am not the same anymore, but I still think this is what I need. With some peace, time, and solitude, everything will get better. Yes, I do need to get better if I ever want to even think of coming back. Because the way I am right now, I'm not good for anyone. The end. Isolation. Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you here again. Had a nice trip? Got enough rest? Would you like some relaxing tea? A back massage, maybe? I will offer you a fancy bubble bath. But you already had one with Max, and that didn't freaking help, didn't it? Yeah, god damn it. I just don't know. I panicked, got overwhelmed, demoralized, and didn't know what to do. I got to a point I didn't see a way of staying here and keeping my sanity intact. I still stand by what I said. I wasn't good like that to anyone. And I admit it was nice to see home again. But but that was the worst way. Maybe I wasn't good for anyone the way I was at that time, but that was still better than not being there for everyone at all. And the same applies the other way around. Being unable to help them made me feel so guilty, but I still needed them. It's not wrong that sometimes cutting yourself from the things that hurt you may be the best decision, but I think that should be the last resort exception, not a rule. Most things, if they are important, then they are worth struggling for. So true. Never worth a damn if it comes without a bit of a struggle. It is the nature of life itself, struggle. Yet the reason you fled was that you were drowning in that in shelter. That seemed like the proper exception to me. And yet you are having second thoughts about that decision. Anyone do you really think anything would change if you simply stuck around? Do I think? No. I know. I'm ready now. It's clear to me what I have to do. Huh. Then do what you must. I wait for you on the other side. You really are a wild card, huh? Well, I don't see that option no more. Where it says for us to leave with Max, leave shelter with Max. So that was it. We covered that part. Alright, so there's only one Barkest Corner left to do up here. Still got a bunch of mysterious figures to do, but I try to look at some of them, but I just can't find them. Like you just click everywhere on a scene and you just can't find any of them. And the script was Wesley missing the event during the night, with the roller minor posting still available to you. Until late, the monsters hold Alon in a gigantic maw. Tell Rune and Thistle. It's very, very in hesitation. But welcome to the Barkest Corner, the place between the canon and the meta. Think you screw up and need guidance or screw you, it was all your fault. Come on, let's not put some blame here. There was a lot going on at once. You can't expect me to instantly know what to do when you shout at me. When I tell you to throw me the Polson, I want you to throw me the damn Polson. What do you not understand? I mean, now I do, of course. It's just that in the heat of the battle, there was a lot of pressure. Shouldn't have sidetracked to, shouldn't have sidetracked to rescue stray dogs in the first place. Yeah, but that's literally what I always do. Rescuing stray dogs. I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave them. Whatever. The point is, you were the one who tangled me in your mess. I died because of you. Apologize. Admit you screwed up. I say no. What do you say? No, I did my best. I'm not going to apologize for that. Yes, you will, whether you like it or not. You started to really piss me off. Try as hard as you want, but you won't be able to find a way to leave this place until I get what I want. Apologize. Yeah, okay, maybe I messed up a little. Sorry. What did we learn today? That that you're really not all bark and you can actually bite. Uh-huh. But your visiting style is probably most suited to dealing with people rather than hunting down giant monsters. Well, that is not entirely incorrect. And despite how, and despite that, you still came to help me when I called for you. That means you really deeply care about me. And the way you looked at the Pyrenees that time with such deep concern. You really are a kind person. Don't be stupid. You cannot understand my dark motives. What we really learned today is that when I tell you to do something, you shouldn't think, but do. Now go. I'll see you back in that dark, nightmare's slaughterhouse. Don't screw up this time. Stupid. You really love us, don't you? Shut up. Okay, so they're all the Barkest Corners. So there's none but mysterious figures to, to look at.
Oh,
We get to see their height now. So well, we did manage to get one now. So Brody's like around, I think about 6'11". So he's about 7 feet tall. So he's about, Rune's about 6'8". I saw somewhere where Luke was. I heard somewhere where Luke was like 6'3", I think. So if that's the case, then Max is probably the only. Well, him and Thistle are probably the only ones that are actually smaller than Luke. Okay, so he's 5 foot. He's 5 feet 8 inches. this is even smaller than Max even. So his neighbor's dog barking out here right now. It's 5'4". So Tate is 7 feet. I guess if you do all the other Barkest Corners, you'll get more information, like their age, their weight, and all that, and the weight. So Alon be around 6'3", so he's about the same height as Luke. This being a turret control room and early afternoon during one of the two monovision segments. think that's all we're going to do. Alright, so there was a new update. So we got to learn a little bit new about Alon and what he really is, and we'll learn a lot more about him next time. And we got to cover quite a good bit of all the stuff needed to do this. Some of the Barkest Corners and all the, as well as the we did all the Barkest Corners, so that's done. Didn't have much luck with the whole mysterious figure stuff, we only did a few. We did manage to check off some stuff on the list, so I think that's all I'm going to do for the to-do list for now. I think eventually I'll do another to-do list video for Shelter, but anyway. We'll learn more about Alon next time, when the next update comes out, about his past, his dark past. So, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.